Hey, Howard here at 82 Maple. So Coral and I got with it and we put up the first 20 feet of about 700 feet of fencing that we're hoping to tackle in bits and pieces between other projects this year using 6x6 sawmill cut fence posts. We've got a nifty little wire stretcher. That's a whole topic for another day, but we stretched the wire. Then we put a top rail and a bottom rail on. We're outside of the greenhouse here, and we kind of wanted to make a statement of something a little extra special, so we went 6x6. We're probably going 5x5 for most of the other fencing. We went to 1 7/8 by 6-inch true cut for the top and bottom rails. We'll probably go to 1.5 inches. But the dilemma came when it came to trimming these posts. Now, I've seen folks do it, and they have a monster saw like this with a giant blade that can slice all 6 inches in a single cut. Otherwise, working around it and working in proximity to these rails becomes a real problem. And the blade, even if I had a clear shot at all 4 sides of this, there's still a little piece in the middle that I have to hand saw out. And it just never seems to come out really well. Not that it needs to be perfect, but I wanted to speed up the process. So I just kind of was thinking about this while I was doing some other things today. And I'd be interested in what you do and how you trim a 6x6 vertical. Here's where I landed on all of this. First of all, we'll talk about the tools that I need to get the job done. I've got a little Stihl electric, what is it, a 220C, okay, and making sure that I've got a sharp blade and, of course, a bar that's going to cut straight, all of that stuff. A little torpedo level, a little square, and a little driver. And then I made up some little blocks like this. So for kind of give me a little template, so I'm not trying to follow a line, look past and around the chainsaw chain and bar to know whether I'm cutting where I need to. So I start out by, and I'll swap spots here with Coral, so by just taking a carpenter pencil out of my pocket, and this is 2 1/4 inches. Coral and I just landed on, that's the look we want, 2 1/4 inches above the fence rail. So I mark it here, take the little torpedo level, put it on the block, let's get it level. Okay, there we go. Mark it. Okay. Pick up the little square. Come over here. Square this up. Got it. Block number 2 and the driver. I've drilled some oversized holes, slightly larger than the screws, because the nice thing about these tapered head Robertson screws is they'll self-center it and hold it snug. There we go. Okay, and it's chainsaw time. there you have it. You know what? That's not bad. That's far better than I've ever gotten with a little circular saw. And you know what? Look at this. That block is fairly unscathed. This one, I chewed up a little bit just as I was moving around. Hey, that's no problem, because you know what? I cut myself a whole pile of these. I can have a fresh pair for every cut if I want them. I'm just practicing here, so I've got fence post number 1, fence post number 2, fence post number 3 done. Another 14 feet of fence here. And so I'll knock those off, but this will give me all the blocks I need for today. There you have it. That was my solution. What's yours? Oh, and by the way, I've got a little stack of maple over behind where Coral is. We looked around at Home Depot for some caps. There's plastic caps for the fence posts. We could put a solution on top. There's aluminum caps, which are a small fortune for 6x6s. I think they're $12 a piece or something ridiculous. The plastic ones are about $2. The metal painted black are about $3.50. I'm going to take some of that maple and make my own caps for it, because I can pretty much guarantee you that the 6x6s are built for Home Depot 6x6s, which of course are 5.5 by 5.5. These are TrueCut 6x6. So if I make an 8-inch by 8-inch cap, run a router along the top of it, put it on there and centered, hey, we got it for pennies. There you have it. So that's the fun that we're having at 82 Maple today. The temperature is just above freezing, and can you believe it? The raindrops just started falling. Hey, we're heading in. We have a fireplace. There we go.
Like and subscribe.